Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon to you all. Welcome to online classes. Here for the subject physics, I am your teacher, Mr. Shabir Ahmad. Dear boys, we are going to start the online lesson for the chapter 14, More About Forces, from the pages 82 and 83. So let's see the learning objectives of the today's lesson. Here are the learning objectives. What is force? What is friction, reducing friction, and advantages of friction. So at the end of the today's lesson, you will be going to know about all these learning objectives what we are going to discuss here. So let's talk about the lesson. Here you are seeing this is the page 82 and this is the page 83. So now here I will be going to discuss about the different things about the force. First of all, one must know about a force. What is a force? A force is a push or pull. It means force can cause an object to move, change speed, change its direction, change its shape, or it can make an object to get stopped. Also, forces have size and direction. You can see from this picture. Also, in other words, we can say that the direction which is represented by an arrow and the strength which is determined by the length of arrow. That is, if the arrow is small, it means that the strength is weak, and if the arrow is longer, it means that it has a greater force. So these are the things what we talk about the force. Let's talk about the friction. What is friction? Friction or frictional force is a force that acts in opposite direction to movement. The force which always opposes the motion of one object over the other object and the object in contact with it is called as friction. Look at this direction. Look at this diagram where you can see that there are the forces which are acting in the opposite direction. One is this direction where the friction is there and the force which has the motion in this direction. So this is all about the friction. Friction, in other words, we can say that friction is the force resisting the relative motion of a solid surfaces, fluid layers, and material elements sliding against each other. You can see here. Also, we can say that friction is what happens when any two things rub against each other. So look at this. When a person is pushing an object, so it has a direction in this, whereas its motion is in friction is in opposite direction. It has a motion in this direction. When the person is pushing an object, it has a motion here, but here you see that the friction is it is in opposite direction. Also, you can say that the friction is the resistance to motion created by two objects moving against each other, and the friction creates heat. The simple example, you can say that if you rub your hands, if you take your both hands and if you rub them, look at check them, what happens to it? The heat you feel is the friction. Try faster and slower. If you make it faster, more heat will be generated, and if you make it slower, the heat which is generated, it will be less. So that is what you are going to see here with your hands when you are rubbing the hands. Another example where one can say that when you pull the brakes on your bicycle, the brakes pressing against the tire and the tire rubbing against the street is friction. Also, you can say here another example of ball. Think of bowling. As the ball goes down the lane, what happens? The ball begins to slow. This is friction. The ball may lean or start rolling one direction or the other. This is all the examples of friction. These are all the examples of friction. Now here we are going to see how to reduce the friction. What are the ways to reduce the friction? Something without surface, that is smoothing out the surface, that we can make the surface slippery, and we can reduce the surface. Like for example here, applying floor wax and scrubbing the floor, which makes the surface smooth. Also, placing slippery substances between two solid surfaces, we can reduce the friction. Like the substances which we are going to put in the two solid surfaces are grease, oil, and other lubricating liquids are the ways by which we can reduce the friction. Here you can see the different examples where in our day-to-day life we are having these kind of examples. Reduce the contact area by using rollers, ball bearing wheels. Change the surfaces of materials that are touching by using lubrication like motor oil, wax, and grease. Also, roll objects instead of sliding them. Create a cushion of air. Here you can see that these are the examples where we can reduce the friction. Here is the example where I am showing you the picture where you are from your book. You can see from the page 82, without oil, what will be the effect when you view this through a microscope. What you see with the oil effect of lubricants, how does it affects in the reducing friction. So here, by using rotating objects like roller bearings or ball bearings and wheels, here you can see that we can reduce the friction. So these are all the ways of reducing friction. After knowing this, we will be going to move towards the advantages of friction. What are the different advantages of friction? So friction plays very important role in our daily life. Without friction, we are helpless, we are becoming handicapped. It becomes difficult to walk on a slippery road due to low friction. When we move on ice, it becomes difficult to walk due to low friction of ice. Also, there are some examples where we can see here friction enables us to walk without slipping when it is because of the friction between the sole of the shoe and ground prevents us from slipping. Also here you can see while walking we push the ground backwards and the force of friction acts in the opposite direction, that is, and it prevents us from slipping. So this is what we can say, that we can do the balancing of these kind of forces. Also here friction helps us to walk. You can see here when walking on a slippery ground is difficult because friction on slippery ground is less, due to which we may slip. So here are the examples you are finding. The people, they can slip because of the slippery surface, and hence we need to have a friction in that. So here another example which make the friction for us like a car to move on a road without skidding. It is because of the friction between the tires of a car and the road, which enables car to move towards without skidding. If there were no friction, car would stay where it was. If there were no friction, the car would stay where it was. So you can see from these pictures, and also here you can see that friction, how does it enables the car to move on a road without skidding when it becomes something difficult to drive and control car on wet road. This is because of water present on a road reduces friction. So you can see that the person who is driving a car is going to be gets skidding kind of things here. You're finding that the car, and we cannot drive the car when the surface is slippery. So here friction enables us to write and draw on a paper. You can see here the pictures where you can see it is because of the friction between the tip of the pencil and paper. You can see here, also here, these kind of things can happen just because of the friction. So carbon particles from the pencil lead rubs off from it, and due to the friction, which appears as black marks on the paper. So you can see here how the person is drawing here, how he is writing on the paper. Here also we can write on a tablet or something like that. So this is what we can say, that the friction enables us to pick up and hold things in our hands, like we are holding a glass, we are holding a money, or we are holding a juice glass. These things we can hold when there is a friction. We can hold a glass tumbler in our hands because of friction between the tumbler and our hands. So here similarly we can pick up the books lying on the desk by our hands, similar to that of the friction which enables us to light a matchstick. You can see here, if you want to light a matchstick, it should have a friction in that. So friction also produces heat. We rub matchstick against the rough side of a matchbox, then friction between both of them produces heat, and this heat burns chemicals present at the end of the matchstick and it lights up. That what we can see here, the matchstick, and it is going to be get lighter. So with this I am going to conclude here today's lesson. I will be back with the new video for the further part of the lesson. Till then, thank you and goodbye.